Hi, and welcome back to Missing Chemistry. This is SI units multiplying dividing by sig figs, lesson 1. We like to call significant figures sig figs. It's kind of a slang thing, but we like doing it. Okay, the 5 rules of significant figures again. Number 1, all non-zero numbers are significant. Number 2, all zeros between non-zero numbers are significant. Rule number 3, all zeros in front of a non-zero number are not significant. Rule number 4, all zeros to the right of a non-zero number captured by a decimal are significant. And rule number 5, all zeros to the right of a non-zero number not captured by a decimal are not significant. All right, now, so when we multiply and divide numbers, we can only be as accurate as our least number of sig figs. So let's look at this first problem here. The first number has 3 sig figs in it. 0.321 has 3 sig figs. All non-zero numbers are significant. The second number only has 2 sig figs in it, and that's those 4s. Now, look at the answer. We got 14.124. That's what our calculator tells us. Now remember, calculators are not absolutely perfect. They're ambiguous, which means that they approximate numbers towards the end. So now, we have 3 sig figs in the first number, 2 sig figs in the second number. So the answer would not be 14.124 if we were solving this problem by sig figs. It would actually just be 14. Pretty snarly, huh? So let's look at the second problem here. We have 1,413 divided by 1.52000. Okay, well, in the first number, we have 4 sig figs here. There are 4 sig figs there because all non-zero numbers are significant. And in the second number, we have 5 sig figs, it looks right there. Yep, we have 5 sig figs. So all the non-zero are significant, plus those zeros on the end are significant because all zeros to the right of a non-zero number captured by a decimal are significant. And there's definitely a decimal right here. So when we do this on a calculator, we get 929.6052632. Well, we can only be as accurate as our least number of significant figures. So we're going to use 4 numbers. Okay, and our answer will be, of course, 929.6. Okay? And if you wanted to round that off, you could, but you would have to call this 930.0. Both those numbers have 4 significant figures. Okay, let's look at the next one here. We're multiplying here, and we have 3 sig figs in the number 6.02 because 1, all non-zero numbers are significant, and all numbers between zeros are significant. So there's 3 there. All right, we have 3 significant figures here because the 0.432 are significant. All right, so now we're going to have our answer in 3 sig figs. So what that's going to give us is, instead of 2.60064, it will be 2.60. There's 3 sig figs. All right, last but not least, let's look at this number here. We got a multiple step here. We have 4 sig figs here and 3 sig figs here, and we have 4 sig figs there. So when we divide this through and multiply, we get 12,168 divided by 40.01. So that gives us 304.123969. All right, so the 3 sig figs is our smallest number. So we're going to answer this number as 304. Well, that's it for this lesson, guys. You be snarly. I will see you back here at Missing Chemistry.